Well, I came out this morning to check in with my group, and this is what I find. I have to say, I am not happy. What you see in front of me is Miss Rosie and Sabrina, and what you see behind me is 12 puppies. The problem with this picture is all of these dogs have swapped living quarters. So I don't let them play with each other unless I'm supervising and making sure nobody's traumatized. Nobody looks traumatized right this minute, but those babies are now in with 9 sheep about to come. Oh, the sheep are here too, I see. Oh, this is interesting. I'll have to go see how this works out. My goodness. Well, looks like everybody is alive and well. I'd have to say this has to rank way up there on the novel stimulus scale. Fun. Well, now I have my group back where they belong. They don't look any worse for the wear. I, however, feel older. I have a bunch of tired puppies. I've given them some food this morning. I left them with lots of food last night. I don't know when this little fiasco took place, so I don't know whether they got dinner last night much or not, because these 2 older dogs could have eaten it. The sheep could have eaten it. They don't appear like they're starving, but they're exhausted. In swapping animals and getting them back where they needed to go, none of these puppies came charging to me like they needed to be rescued, however much I was inclined to rescue them. So all seems to be fine. I meticulously manage how much I give these puppies responsibility-wise, to make sure that fear spikes don't happen, and all those things, which I think I'm still going to hold to. But I will also say that in a ranch life, unexpected things happen, and part of the reason that I build so carefully resiliency and confidence in my dogs is just for that very fact. So these puppies have been set up to succeed even at this young age. They've been set up to handle spin-outs and unexpected situations, which obviously they did beautifully. My adult girls over there, my more mature girls over there, look a little worn out too. But they were soft and sweet. Everybody seemed fine. Any of the pups that had been misused by those older girls, like for instance around the resource of food in this stall, I think would probably avoid them or look a little spooky, and nobody does. So one of the ways that you can tell what went on when you weren't there is to read the body language of, for instance, the sheep that are standing just on the other side there. Those sheep are completely comfortable with those 2 older dogs and in the proximity of all these puppies. If anything really bad had happened, those sheep would be far away, which they certainly have the option of being, because this field where they are opens into a very big area, which I was all set up to transition these puppies to tomorrow with 4 people to help. I would imagine they did a lot of that last night and today, all on their own. So tomorrow we'll watch them and see what they look on day 2 instead of day 1. This has never happened before. I don't know how that gate got opened, but it won't happen again. I can assure you of that. So here's an example of a puppy that has had too much too soon. So I'm standing here filling this water trough, which she's seen me do. I made a splash on the ground there to give her a cool spot, and she backed away. I talked to her. She usually will come right up. But what she's done instead is very telling, because what she has done is go on the other side of that tree where she's hiding out and looking at me. Every single other puppy is behind me in the stall, sacked out, and this baby doesn't feel safe enough to come either into the stall or up past me or whatever. This has been a brave baby. This isn't a terrible thing, and it was an accident, but I will take special care with this girl to tuck her back into the fold and regain some of this sense of safety that we have cultivated so much with her. She's not terrified, but the fact that she's out here behind the tree is not an accident. That's big body language in position and environment letting me know that she's had a little bit of a night. So I will go and take care of this baby. Well, about 5 minutes have gone by, and this other little pup wandered along and found a toy and hung out by the fence, and the little pink girl chose to come over and join him. They're both just exhausted, but he feels safe enough to come out, which means that he feels safe, which is nice. She felt safe enough to come over and join him. The fact that she didn't go on past me and into the stall could mean anything. It could mean that she's just too tired to care now that she's got him. I don't know. And it may not be all that big a deal, but this situation is something I work hard to avoid. Given that, it'll be interesting to watch how she goes forward from here. She may be right in the middle of a fear period that could have started last night. They're all kind of right on deck for that age-wise. I haven't seen it yet, but that might be what I'm looking at now. Her experience of the evening might be different than everybody else's just simply because of that. So it'll be interesting to watch. So we'll see. Keep you posted.